Okay. I have to make another. This is part two. I hope it's going to be shorter than the last one. But something's been going on today. It's been getting on my nerves because, okay, for all the math people out there, today is Pi Day. Pi Day. It's referring to 3.14, half of the diameter of a circle. Okay? It's 3.14 and a bunch of numbers after that times whatever, and then you get the answer. Okay? It's math related. Okay, here's my bone of contention with it. Now, ever since I'd say 2005, 2006, they take Pi Day, a legit thing, and they turn it into Pi Day, P-I-E, Day. Okay, so got up this morning, watching a little TV, see a morning show, and they have a whole segment for 3 minutes on different kinds of pie. P-I-E. Okay, no problem with that. The problem is the initial thing is pie, a math term. Then you're going to turn it into pie, something you eat. Okay, if you want people to be more intelligent, you have to explain what pi is. P-I. The symbol, what it means. You don't dumb it down into Pi Day where they're like, oh yeah, pies. Okay, number one. Number two, in relation to it, I just happened to look at my email. I do it from time to time to clear it out. Guess what I saw in my inbox? Email from Pizza Hut for Pi Day pizza pie. Is it ever gonna stop? If you want people to understand what you're talking about, you have to make them understand it from the logical standpoint. You can't dumb it down into something else because they're going to always associate it with the other thing and not the thing that originated it. This annoys me because you want a more educated society, but then you do things to dumb shit down. It doesn't. The two things do not make sense at all. Alright. Another thing, I'm not mad at this one. This is just, it's going to be a little bit odd, which is why I put it in Twisted Tuesday. Alright. So, I have said before that I come to series, movies, whatever you call it, late. If something comes out in 2005, I don't see it until 2010. Something like that. Yes, I hear about it, but I don't watch it until later. That's just how my life works. Because also, I'm not a person who goes to the movies in the movie theater. I wait until it comes out on DVD. Alright, so I happened upon a show that ran from 1997 to 2002. The name of the show is Dharma and Greg. Dharma is spelled Dharma, and Greg. The premise and the whole thing is two complete opposites meet and get married on the first date. And then the entire series is the fallout and dealing with two opposites being married and the parents who can't stand each other and everything else. Okay, so first of all, it has very famous people in it, in my estimation, because you have Dharma and Greg, which is Jenna Elfman and Thomas Gibson, and then Mimi Kennedy and I forget his name, the one that plays Dharma's father. And then Greg's parents are Susan Sullivan and Mitchell Ryan. Now, the reason why I know the name of Greg's parents and not Dharma's is that Greg's mother and father have played different roles in different things over the years, and I've seen their faces. I'm good with facial recognition first, then I put the name with it. Okay. Another reason why for me or with Mitchell Ryan is because I don't know if you guys saw Liar Liar, which was done in, I'd say, early 1997 with Jim Carrey. Okay, premise of the movie. Now it's an hour 45 minutes. Okay, the premise of the movie is Jim Carrey is a lawyer, and his son doesn't want him to lie anymore. So on his 5th birthday, he makes a wish he can't lie for 24 hours. And the hilarity that ensues. All right, where Mitchell Ryan comes into this is Mitchell Ryan plays one of his bosses around the round table. I remember because I saw his face. Okay, and Susan Sullivan has played lawyers and like wealthy people, wealthy characters. All of the characters are like well off, or you believe they're well off by the way she's dressed and the whole thing. Okay. So then, all right. And then Thomas Gibson has always played like a lawyer or played like bit parts and things, but he's been an actor since 1997, at least probably 1996, because he was an actor before Dharma and Greg, then Dharma and Greg, and then he did Criminal Minds and other bit parts after that. So you could say he's been a working actor for at least 20 years, which is pretty good. I mean, it's no easy feat. All right. Let's see, what else? Oh, okay. I just saw an episode. I'm in season 1 because I just discovered it last night. But I'm on episode 17, 18. Okay. And one of the episodes, Dharma has an ex-boyfriend. Because apparently they all have, you have past relationships. And because they just married on their first date, they don't know. Okay? So the boyfriend stops into town, and his name is Leonard. Don't know why. Okay. So anyway, she's like, hey man, yeah, okay, whatever. Like, they know each other. Okay. So you look at the face, and until you look at the face, and whatever you don't know is Paula Johansson. Now, for all you teen people out there, 20s, maybe 30, okay. Paul Johansson. Very famous because his brother is Johansson too. So, he's most well known for Beverly Hills 90210, where he played Paul something else. Alright? Okay, well, no, he played John Sears. John Sears. Okay, because he was a character introduced in season 4, and he was part of the Take Back the Night episode. Then he starts having a crush on Kelly, although she was with Brandon at that time. So that's how I know him. Plus, after that, after the run of Beverly Hills 90210 and playing kind of like guest star for a couple episodes, then he went on to fame in One Tree Hill. One Tree Hill is a show with Chad Michael Murray, Hilary Burton, Sophia Bush, and James Lafferty. The reason why I know all these people is because One Tree Hill was a part of my life from in my early 20s. Yeah, I was a fan of TRL, which introduced me to Hilary Burton. She used to be a host on that. And TRL, for all you people who don't know, was Total Request Live, and it was on MTV. the thing of it is, you would call in and say, my favorite video is NSYNC, whatever. Okay? You'd go home or wait for the videos to be played and hope your video was number one. Alright. So then after that, she was on One Tree Hill. Then Sophia Bush became famous on One Tree Hill. And James Lafferty, I don't know if he's famous or not, but he was on there too. But anyway, and Chad Michael Murray, of course, everybody knows he was on One Tree Hill, then A Cinderella Story, and now he does Lifetime and Hallmark Fare all the time. Okay, so we're talking about people who went from infamy or not known at all to famous to some are still famous. Yeah. So, but the thing about Paul Johansson and the Dharma thing is that his hair is totally not like his hair in any other role he's ever done. Ever. Because it's all long and like kind of long, and he's kind of got this like free spirit, everything's cool attitude. Totally different characters than any other character he played. The only character that was kind of like that was Dan. Dan from One Tree Hill. But then again, he played the nice guy, but he had the dark side, so it wasn't always nice guy. So anyway. Alright. There's my last bit for Twisted Tuesday. Come back tomorrow for B&B and Wacky Wednesday or something. I'll come up with something. Okay, you guys have a good night.